From wanting to wash his hands of the dirty money to keeping the promise that Amber Heard broke, here's why Johnny Depp donated the money from the defamation case. The hearing between the actor and his ex-wife was one of the most interesting things to happen in 2022. And after a year of the most dramatic revelations, Depp's finally gotten a big payment, and he's informed his fans about what he wants to do with it. I must warn you, this will make you love the guy even more, since he's gonna donate the money to charity. Not only is the guy one of the best actors in the industry, he also has a heart of gold. The defamation case took a big toll on him and his career. After giving us gems like Donnie Brasco, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and the Pirates of the Caribbean series, he was shunned by the industry after Amber made some horrific claims about him. Before both sides got big payouts, the trial dominated the news for months. His ex brought up the darkest and dirtiest moments of their marriage, such as when it was revealed that Heard left a dirty surprise on his bed to get back at him. The case involved drugs, sex, and abuse, and it had the whole world spinning. Eventually, with the help of his expert legal team, the Edward Scissorhands actor proved his point and won the case. His lawyer has told fans that he's chosen to give some of the $1 million he'll get from the settlement to charitable causes. And some of the happy groups that will be getting the money are Make a Film, The Painted Turtle, Marlon Brando's Tesharoa Society, The Amazing Fund Alliance, and Red Feather. He didn't want the dirty money and decided to give each charity about $200,000. Why did he donate all this money though? Well, in 2022, a jury in Virginia found both him and Amber Heard guilty of slander. By December of that year, the couple's nasty court fight was over, and Heard agreed to pay Depp $1 million to end it. As part of the deal to keep the peace, the actor agreed to give the money to charity. The Virginia jury first gave him $10 million in compensatory damages, then gave him an extra $5 million in punitive damages. But Heard was given only $2 million in compensatory damages and no punitive penalties. When a deal was made to settle the case, the Aquaman actress announced that she didn't have the money to pay her ex-husband. So her debt to him was cut down to $1 million. When she announced the settlement on Instagram, she made it clear that this wasn't her accepting guilt. Instead, the actress just wanted things to be over and done with, so that she could go back to her normal life. The 37-year-old talked freely about how the trial had changed her life, and how she no longer trusted the American justice system. Of course, Johnny's team couldn't be happier. Camille Vasquez and Benjamin Chu, two of Depp's lawyers, were very satisfied with how things turned out. I mean, it was their blood, sweat, and tears that saved Depp. His career was sinking faster than any ship Captain Jack Sparrow has been on. And after holding his truth for ages, he finally told the world his side of the story. And it rocked everyone, including the courts. His donations just prove what a great guy he is. With all the drama behind him, the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory actor wants to get away from the whole mess, focus on his music and his acting career, and not get anything more from his ex-wife, since it won't be anything good. But on a serious note, it was her decision to lie about donating any money she got from Depp to charity that made him take this step. Depp's lawyers told the Court of Appeals that Heard's claim that she gave all of her $7 million divorce settlement to charity was a calculated and manipulative lie, meant to change the outcome of the libel trial. His lawyer said that the judge decided against him because of her claim of not needing the money and only wanting justice, which made Depp look very bad and helped Amber subliminally influence the jury, portraying herself as a victim of domestic violence. The lawyers for News Group Newspapers, which owns The Sun, claimed in an appeals court that Heard was a victim of serious domestic violence, even though she'd been, quote, feisty and admitted to slapping Johnny Depp on film. When the actor's lawyers accused her of telling a lie in court, they were reminded of the ample support for Heard's evidence of his claimed assaults on her during their marriage. Depp's lawyers didn't back down though. They provided proof that she'd been spending the money she got, rather than donating it to charities as she said. They also said that the trial judge made a mistake, as they didn't pay much attention to the recordings submitted to them, where she clearly admitted to hitting her ex-husband. When his lawyers reviewed the decision, they asked the Zombieland actress if she had kept her promise of giving $7 million to the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles and the American Civil Liberties Union. And if you didn't already know, she didn't donate a single penny to charity. Andrew Caldecott QC, a brilliant lawyer from Johnny's team, said that she gained emotional and financial favor from her lie, since it was meant to paint her in a positive light. The lawyer said that on August 18, 2016, Heard said in public that she would split the settlement in half, but she only gave $100,000 to the hospital, not the $3.5 million that the court was led to believe. Documents showed that the ACLU got $350,000 at first and another $100,000 on a later date. And after the first trial ended, Justice Nicole decided that Heard was not a gold digger, since someone like that wouldn't donate that much money to charity. If the judge knew the truth of the matter, he wouldn't have ruled in Amber's favor at all. At least, that's what Caldecott has said. What's even worse is that in her public comments, she made it clear that the ACLU's donation was for victims of domestic violence. The message of the charity claim was pretty clear. She tried to align herself with real victims. To make her case more credible, the quote proof made her look like an angel and a victim. Luckily, the truth has a way of coming out eventually. The Rum Diaries actor and his legal team proved that he wasn't the villain here. And after an entire year, Depp has finally moved on. He's made a comeback to movies with his French film Jean de Barry at the 2023 Cannes Film Festival. A representative of the actor told his anxious fans that he was doing much better now, and everyone around him is happier as well, as he's finally gotten back to doing what he does best. An insider source confirmed that he even plans on directing a new movie called Modi. And he just finished a tour with his band, the Hollywood Vampires, and is doing just great. Meanwhile, Amber Heard has been moving on as well. After the verdict in her ex-husband's favor, things got pretty bad for her in the industry, with people sending her hate and even going after her daughter. So she left the glitz and glam of Hollywood and moved to Spain. But she's only recently told the public about the move. She even sold her California home in Yucca Valley and moved to the warm and sunny Mallorca with her 2-year-old daughter Una. Since then, people have been spotted on her streets living a very normal life, as if she were a native. Apparently, she's been fitting in well, since she's bilingual and can speak Spanish fluently. Plus, the actress is happy to be away from Hollywood and all the paparazzi. The drive-angry actress isn't in any hurry to go back to the industry, at least not until a worthwhile project comes along. Even though there were reports that she was fired, the Texan will be in the upcoming DC sequel, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, alongside Jason Momoa, who's always spoken in favor of her and actually fought to keep her in the film. It was said that she was dropped from the movie because of the trial, but she fought to have her place back in the movie. It was rumored that her part would be cut or reduced. But of course, fans can't be sure until the movie comes out in December 2023. One thing's for sure though, her fans haven't been able to reconcile with her since she went back on her promises, especially since Depp stepped up and did the right thing. So, there you have it, folks. From keeping the promise that Amber Heard broke, to wanting to wash his hands of the dirty money, this was why Johnny Depp donated the money from the defamation case.